Yay! Hi, YouTube. How's it going? How was your day today? What did you do? Today, I went to my personal trainer. It was hard. I didn't want to do it, but then when I started my training course with him, it was actually really fun, and I didn't do too bad, even though I was grumpy and tired, and I didn't want to exercise at all, let alone do a really hard personal training session. I wanted to skip, but I'm happy I went, and I'm happy it went well. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend and that the weather's nice. Right now, the window is completely open and I just see nice blue sky right out there. So it's really nice that the weather is still nice here. Oh, so many people. And yes, Danielle Ryan is so nice. I was just watching her stream and she was nice enough to redirect some of her friends over here. So thank you to Danielle and welcome to anyone who happens to be new to my channel who came over here from Danielle's. I really appreciate you being here. It's so nice to see you. Hello, Demi. How's it going? And I'm happy you're going to crochet while listening to the stream. That's awesome. And yes, good rules to verbalize. Yeah, we can just be nice to each other. Keep it generally on topic. I think those are two very good rules. Thank you, Marie. Yay, redirect worked. Woohoo! And of course, everyone else. And of course, welcome everyone else too. Yes, welcome everyone. Thank you, Marie. Oh, hello, Alexis Artemis Green Howard. Can I just call you Alexis on the stream? Nice to see you. Hi, Charlene and Sina. And Sina, today I just chilled and worked on my crocheting project. Nice, nice. Hey Gary, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Thank you to my channel regulars who are joining me at a weird time for a Sunday. I know I usually don't stream at this time on Sunday, but I changed my schedule. Okay, I'm going to explain what this is in just a second. Multitasking. Ooh, watching the live stream and watching football? What are you watching? What teams are you watching today? And who are you cheering for? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Alexis. And Charlie, hey, Charlie. So, this is the video we're doing today. If you were at my Sheffield group, what is it called? Sheffield group video. This was one of our 3, what's it called? Rabbit trails? What is it when you like go off topic and you find another interesting topic? I don't remember what that word is called, but it's one of those. And we were looking at the conference of Sheffield Group, who is an MLM consulting firm. And one of the speakers was the founder of Hanna Shea, this company. And then we're like, oh, what in the world is Hanna Shea? And then we looked at it and I wanted to do a video on it. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, Charlie, rabbit hole. I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you. Philadelphia Eagles were 5-0 so far. Nice. Awesome. Well, I hope your team does well. Yes, rabbit hole, rabbit trail. Okay, thank you. In that video with the Sheffield group, I was talking about wanting to do more videos on MLM consulting firms, and we learned that the Sheffield group helps MLMs in a variety of different areas, like figuring out your product, your compensation plan, how to recruit. And then we found this one. This is focused mainly on recruiting executive talent into MLMs. So directors, I think it's directors and up. And this company also seems to focus on recruiting high quality MLM talent, so distributors as well. It's going to be very different than our usual anti-MLM content, but I hope you find it interesting. Yes, rabbit holes. And yes, DC calls it a squirrel trail. All right, I'm ready to go if you guys are. So this is Hanna Shea Executive Search. They're located somewhere in the United States. Let's actually click the page and look. Are you going to tell us where you are from? No. They're not going to tell us where they are from. Somewhere in the United States. And they are the premier global recruiting and search firm for direct selling. We're going to learn more about what that means. As per my dog pack, any animal trail will do. That's funny. I love that. Hey DC, how's it going? Nice to see you. As you can see, we're doing a video on Hanna Shea Executive Search. They help MLMs recruit not just distributors, but top level employees as well. So we're going to learn more about this. Hanna Shea Executive Search are the direct selling recruiter experts. We specialize in MLM recruitment for startups and companies of every size and stage. Whether you are looking to recruit top direct selling experts and talent, drive organizational growth, enter new markets, or just looking for new career opportunities, we can help. Learn more below. Then I am hiring, I am job searching. We're not going to click that right now. They just told us they're the premier global recruiting firm, Hanna Shea Executive Search, and we're going to read this. Ooh, right? The premier group, not like the secondary group, but premier, right? The layer of people that know it's a scam. Yeah, exactly. Like C-suite directors, people near the top of the corporate side of MLMs, for sure. But then you look at the top people in Beachbody, they seem to think that they're actually helping, but I feel like they have to know that the majority of their employees, like the distributors, are not making any money. But good point. And yeah, DC says, oh, twisty. We do things differently here at Hanna Shea Executive Search. We are the go-to executive search firm for recruiting and hiring leaders within the direct selling industry. Since 2007, we have recruited hundreds of senior executives and game-changing talent for direct sellers, MLMs, and startups. What do you mean startups? Do you mean like actual startups? Or maybe you just mean brand new MLMs. We recruit, find, and appoint top tier level talent at every level, all the way up to the C-suite. And these are some of the companies they've helped recruit: Beachbody, Color Street, Lifebrook, Secret, Plexus, Pangea Organics, Fidium, and there's more than that for sure. The Hanna Shea team took the time to understand our mission. Oh, it disappeared before I could read it. That's okay. Whatever. I wanted to read one of the testimonials. If I had to guess, I'd probably say they're either based in Utah or Delaware. So let's look. Because I must have found it somewhere. Arizona. I just Googled it quickly. Chandler, Arizona is where they're from, according to Google. Oh, hello, Donkiana. Sorry if I didn't say your name properly. Yeah, I was just watching Danielle, and she was so nice to redirect. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope you enjoy this video. Oh, no worries, Lori. Thank you for joining. Oh, yes. Thank you, Gary. Quick Google search. Hi, DC. I have had the worst luck catching your lives lately. Oh, it's hard to catch lives of people you like, for sure, because life gets in the way, you know? No worries, Marie. Oh, hey, Lane. How's it going? Is this the first MLM in Arizona? Yeah, this is a company that specializes in recruiting executives for multi-level marketing companies. So they are not an MLM. A good question. Okay, we help our clients get it right the first time. I can't read that. Can't read it. Oh, I amplified the wrong one. So the site doesn't actually look like that. I'm just making it bigger so I can see it. Retained search and recruiting. For companies looking to recruit and hire hard-to-find talent for senior executive leadership or key strategic decisions. They provide talent mapping services for keeping a close watch on the talent market to identify when top candidates are ready to make a change and identify new opportunity. Interim leadership and strategic advisory for companies that are growing and need advisory, interim leadership, are looking to strategically develop their talent to enhance the organization. So they do talk later about finding top tier talent. I thought they were also referring to distributors. It's unclear whether they are helping recruit actual distributors, salespeople, but we shall see when we look through it. So lovely video. Now I want to go to About, and we'll click on our team. Hanna Shea is more than executive search. Blah, blah, blah. We are the leading experts, and our clients see us as a trusted advisor and partner for all of their hiring, talent acquisition, and strategic management needs. Demi said, I don't think they help organize bridge contracts. I think they advertise employment opportunities at MLMs to make sure that us as an MLM CEO has the best C-suite, the best directors we possibly could. That's funny. So they help scammers find stuff to scam with. Seems like a personality test is all that's needed. If you're a narcissist or a sociopath, you're a fit. And it's not that complicated. They provide like HR support. They are a hiring consulting firm that helps you connect to high quality talent in your area. Like, it's really not that deep, but I think they're trying to make it sound a bit more complicated than it actually is. We take our searches a step further and focus deeply on understanding your culture and ethos in order to deliver the best leadership talent. We find the leaders with the right experience and expertise, but no successful new hire or leader will always come down to fit. We are the talent matching experts. So the part that I'm confused about, because they say new hire or leader, so the hire is the employee, is the executive director of sales or something, and I see leader as the person, as a top distributor. So when I was doing my research earlier, as I said, I thought they did both, but now I'm unsure. So we're going to learn it together. We are authentic in our approach to our relationships with all of our clients and candidates. We believe that accountability is a cornerstone of a great search firm, and we take pride in not only knowing every aspect of the direct sales industry, but guaranteeing the results of our work. We stand behind our placements and are committed to your company's success. Isn't it so interesting that there are whole companies devoted to helping the direct sales industry that are talking about accountability and taking pride in the work that they're doing, but them filling up the C-suite and higher level management of these MLMs, it's helping the individuals they're placing, yes, because those people as C-suite are probably making a very, very good salary, but you're integrating really qualified and likely highly educated professionals into a fraudulent, in my opinion, and harmful business structure. That's a little interesting. Oh, hi, Elizabeth Diane. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you for joining. Oh, Isogenics is in Arizona. Interesting. Our mission is helping scammers scam more people. Literally. Looking for the big distributors and looking for when they're ready to jump ship and acquire bridge contracts. Yeah, isn't that what we learned about in our Sheffield group video? They had some kind of leadership group academy thing where they were they claim that they help companies bring over the top-notch leaders who will build really, really quickly and help a new MLM company establish their roots, right? Do you remember that? And so yeah, maybe Hanna Shea does something very similar as well. They help you to find the scammiest people to work on the corporate side. I want to do videos on the corporate side of MLMs because I haven't seen many, but I don't know where one would get that research from. Like, how would you actually make even a short video on that other than this? But I want to do more research. AKA the people on the top of the distribution pyramid. Exactly. I just find the wording curious when they're talking about talent mapping to strategically approach people when they're ready for change. Yeah, it's a lot of word salad, eh? So here's the team. We're not going to go through the entire team. We'll just look at the Chief Executive Officer, Sean Eggert. This is his LinkedIn profile, I guess. Sean has always had a natural curiosity about people and building successful teams. Earning a BS of psychology in college, he continues to educate himself on the understanding of people's behavior and how individuals can positively or negatively impact a team or organization. Having captained teams and built both successful and unsuccessful organizations in the past has given Sean firsthand experiences at the importance of getting your team built with the best fit rather than the best players. Taking this knowledge, Sean has built Hanna Shea around the concept of nurturing strong relationships with industry executives, along with the deep understanding of the client's operations that Hanna Shea works with. This approach has allowed Sean to successfully grow Hanna Shea into an industry leader and one of the most valued partners in the industry. Sean currently resides in Montana with his wife and son Bodie, where they enjoy skiing, fishing, hunting, and hiking regularly and are consistently focused on improving their health and lifestyle. Great. 1 second. Okay, he has a BA in psychology. I feel like someone who's at the very top of a big corporate company, in my opinion, I picture them having at least like an MBA, Master's of Business Administration or Finance, something really like that takes a long time to work on. That's like a really tough degree. Not that a BA in psychology isn't a tough degree, more professional degree. That's what I mean, like a lawyer or an accountant or something. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is interesting. Oh, a BS of psychology. It's interesting. He has a really strong understanding of how the brain works, of how people function in groups. And so I feel like he probably knows a little bit about the psychology behind MLMs and about the level of groupthink that goes on that keeps people in this structure for as long as possible. And not only that, but continuing to buy products and services and going to all the events, even though they're losing money. So interesting. The C-suite people must know it's a scam as well, and yet they don't care. Exactly. It's hard to find corporate info on MLMs and who their C-level management is. They're private companies and don't have to disclose that. Totally. That's a good point, Charlene. My thoughts is that getting in the first big leaders is a part of getting a new MLM started. So that's why I think it fits what we learned last time. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't that interesting? Yeah, anyone who didn't watch that, you don't have to go back and look at it, but the topic of that video, it was just, you can just Google Sheffield Group. Was it Sheffield Group? Sheffield Group. Yeah, just Sheffield Group. And they have, what was that that program called? I don't remember. It was just so interesting, and it's pretty much exactly what Marie just said. So I'm just gonna look for it and I'll put it in my chat if that's okay, because I would like to know what it was. Director of recruitment. I don't remember. I can't find it. Oh. This. Sorry, friends. So if you're interested in learning a bit more, so yeah, a video a little while ago was on the Sheffield Group, and they have something called the Presidential Founder Candidate Program, which is pretty much what Marie said. You get people in who have huge downlines already. So you bring those distributors in, they really start building the top of your pyramid, and then they establish a really firm base for your company, and then your company can grow and it remains sustainable. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, you can go check that out. There are 20 or so that are publicly traded, so that would be a good list to start from. Okay, good. I just found a list by Googling it. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. It kind of makes sense for him to have a degree in psychology. It's probably useful for persuasion. Exactly. Heather, have you ever covered Brownie Wise? Nope. She has an interesting story about what the company did to her. I would like to say, oh, I'll look into it, but I'm not going to remember. So I'm going to quickly take a picture of your comment on my phone so I will actually look into it and remember. Okay, because I'm going to forget about it the moment we stop our stream. Oh, yeah, it was super interesting. It was super, super interesting. But yeah, if you don't want to go watch that whole thing, you could just do like Sheffield Group Presidential Founder Candidate Program, and it's up in the chat somewhere else for sure. Yeah, it was a cool stream. All right, so that is the top level friend, top level guy. Oh, Brownie Wise is the creator of the in-home parties. Interesting. Cool. So we're going to look at this. This is their process, how they help their clients recruit the best talent. At Hanna Shea Executive Firm, we are the experts in placing leadership and key talent for the direct selling industry. With nearly 20 years in recruiting and executive search, we have advised clients on not only their talent and leadership strategy, but market entry, growth, and global expansion. So you're not only a search company, a search firm then. So I'm not understanding why you would name yourself Hanna Shea Executive Search if you also help companies expand globally, because that's more than just recruitment and hiring and HR. We approach our relationships with our clients and candidates as a true partnership. We know the value of relationships and have built a reputation off of this. Our process and approach is distinct from other search firms you may have worked with in the past, and we guarantee every placement. What do you mean by guarantee every placement, though? Because, in my opinion, in my job search experience, it's a huge crapshoot, right? On both ends, because say you get hired at a new job, on paper, you think it's the perfect job for you. In person, your boss might have seemed amazing and so nice, but then you get there and maybe you realize that the job requirements are completely different and your boss may not be as great of a boss as you thought in the first meeting. And there's no way to guarantee that. My point is, there's no way to guarantee that someone placed in an MLM company with Hanna through Hanna Shea is going to be successful, because there's so many different things, aspects at play, I guess. Like the person, how is the newly placed employee's personality going to mesh with different members of the C-suite? How are they going to communicate? Are they like the best fit for the company culture? There's no way to guarantee the placement. That's all I'm trying to get at. Every successful placement and search begins with a solid strategy that pinpoints and identifies the key criteria, skills, qualifications, past experience, and leadership style, and best fit for a candidate. We take all of these insights and information and condense them into a candidate brief or a benchmark, which we use as an outline for what the ideal candidate should look like. It's HR. It's HR. And I understand you're a consulting firm, so you have to focus on how you work in partnership with people, the value you're going to bring to these MLM companies. But you can just say, we're going to help you hire people at the higher levels of your corporate staff. That's all. We're just going to help you hire. And of course, all of this stuff should be expected, like the skills, qualifications, past experience. That should be a guarantee. That should be expected, because that's how you look for top people for your positions. That's how you interview. That's how you choose who you want to interview based on all of those different areas. So that's not new or groundbreaking. I'm very blabby. Where's my mouse? They probably have a pool of people in the top in several countries, so your company knows how to. Okay, your company knows how to approach. Oh, interesting. I knew what you meant. I know, it's tough because I always make spelling mistakes and then I'm like, crap. And then sometimes the person doesn't know what I meant, like what I tried to say. Oh my goodness. Amazing question. Let's Google. When was Sheffield Group founded? Sheffield Group? Is this the same one though? I'm glad I clicked it because it's not the same Sheffield Group. When was the Sheffield Group? Because there's a company just called Sheffield Group, and then there's the Sheffield Group. Okay, I'm not sure about Sheffield. Let's see. When was Hanna Shea founded? Okay, Hanna Shea founded in 2007. Really good question. I'm not quite sure when Sheffield Group was founded. If anyone wants to Google it, they can. And if you find it, please let us know. Oh, okay. Over 30 years. So that's a long time, right? I feel like we've already read this. So I'll just read the first line of each of these so we don't need to read it all again. I feel like they're very repetitive. So this is their process. One, strategy. Every successful placement search begins with a solid strategy that pinpoints and identifies the key criteria, skills, qualifications, past experience, leadership style. We literally just read that. Then is the talent. Once we understand the criteria, demands, and nature of the role, we begin our search to find the best candidates. I'll read this because this seems to be new. We have spent years We have spent years cultivating relationships with every one of our candidates, which means when we call, they make time for us. Our outreach allows us to qualify and measure candidates against the ideal candidate profile where we gauge overall fit and expertise required by the role. We know we represent you and your brand in these initial interactions and strive to create the best candidate experience possible. I don't understand because the candidates are the candidates for the C-suite employment role. What is this pool of candidates that you speak of? Right? Do they have a pool of candidates? Yeah. They spent years cultivating relationships with their candidates. So with the people that are being hired, I don't understand that. Does anyone understand? In the direct sales industry, the name Sheffield is synonymous with the launch and nurturing of successful companies. The Sheffield Group has nearly 30 years of experience. Interesting. The two organizations seem very similar, even their client lists look alike. For sure. I feel like Sheffield Group, if you look at the amount of services they provide, I think their focus is a little bit more broad. Although Hanna Shea did say that they help companies expand into new markets, but they're not really telling us how. They're just telling us about the executive search, but maybe it's in a spot that I haven't clicked through yet. The interview. Obviously, there's an interview. Like, why is this life-changing? After we have done our due diligence, we present the top-ranking candidates. We help identify which stakeholders need to be a part of the interview process and coach you through it. Then we meet with individual stakeholders to collect their feedback and assess which candidates will be the best match for the role and overall best cultural fit. What do you mean which stakeholder should be involved? Like the direct manager or supervisor who's going to be working with them and like one or two other people, could be someone in HR, could be someone else on that manager's team. Like, it's really not that complicated. We don't need to go and pay Hanna Shea Executive Search a crap ton of money to know how to interview. I never thought of an organization like this. It's like a law firm for demons or angels, right? Isn't it so interesting? Do you think Sheffield is well known? From the limited research I've done, I think so. But because they say they've had thousands of clients, but they only showed us like 7 or 8. But if they've actually had thousands, I would say yes, they're probably well known, but it's hard to tell. I think of it as a talent pool that's common in the normal industry when recruiting top talent. Okay, interesting. Okay, I was a bit confused about like the calling their candidates part. Okay, they have permanent networking with candidates. Okay, the decision. Yeah, if anyone is like an HR professional or a consultant and you know stuff about this, let me know. I'd love to learn a bit more about HR practices because this seems to be an HR firm, but they're just using some word salad, making it seem more complicated than it actually is. But in my opinion, I think this is HR. The decision. From there, we then help you select a finalist. One finalist? How many finalists? This is where we serve as a trusted, unbiased advisor to help you choose the best candidate. Having placed hundreds of C-level executives within direct selling, we advise our clients to always hire for fit over qualification. We help you make a competitive offer and create an onboarding program that assures your new leader will have the most impact. Okay, I like that because you can hire someone, but if you don't provide them actual high quality training, they're not going to be very effective for you, right? And so I appreciate the fact that they provide a solid onboarding program because that's more than just getting the person in the door. Yes. Yes. It seems like it's an MLM employment agency for sure. Here are some recent searches. I'm not quite sure what they mean. Maybe these are some of the recent, but they're not telling us which company it's with, which is a bit strange. But some of the recent titles that they've hired for. Sorry, my throat's all weird. We have partnered with blah, blah, blah. We've already read that. So here are some of the recent placements they've hired for. CEO, CFO, so lots of C-suite, country manager, director of marketing, sales, general manager, global director of sales, Hispanic director of sales, president, training and recognition specialist, vice president, international expansion, vice president of operations, vice president of sales, U.S. national sales director. So it's all director and above with one general manager position. So I don't remember what I wanted to look at the next time. We already did team processes, who we worked with. It just showed us recent searches. Let's look at global market reach. I'm surprised so many people are still watching me because we're literally looking at like an HR website. Yes. HR with an MLM twist. Exactly. Love that. I feel like they have just repeated this because we already read content like this. Here's a quote. Our global footprint and experience enables our clients to find, recruit, and retain leading talent across virtually every geography and market. I feel like they're just saying the same thing over and over and over again, in my opinion. Yeah, Charlene's still here. So cool. Okay, so we can't access resources. Let's look at the opportunities. Okay. Sorry, I keep coughing. I keep clearing my throat into the microphone, and that's no fun. I'm sorry. Ugh. I just think it's cool people are still here because this is not a very exciting topic. So it's nice that you're here. And Lori's still here. Woohoo! We are always actively accepting new candidates and recruiting for various roles within the direct selling industry. Click below to see available opportunities or to submit your resume. Let's search for Texas. Oh. Are there no jobs? Director. Let's search for a director position in Texas. Okay, looks like there's no jobs right now. Let's go back. Because there was a job posting. And I want to go back to where I could see the job posting. My computer is being weird. Okay, that's what I wanted. Sorry, friends. Okay. I'll bet their replacement fees are pretty hefty given the level of positions they're recruiting for. Oh, yeah. That is a great point. I love that point. I wonder what their prices are. Maybe let's try to look into that. Oh, you like the boring stuff? Nice. Same here. For candidates, the resource. Yeah, we'll look at that for sure. Good idea. Yes, I should send in my resume, right? I don't think I'd get hired as a director anywhere, but yeah, can you imagine? It'd be an interesting experiment to see if I got a call back. But I just wouldn't put my little YouTube channel on my resume, and then maybe I'd get a call back. So here is a posting for a director of sales position. It was posted on July 21st, 2023. I'm not sure if they're still actively hiring for it or not. If they are, that's not great that it's been up for that long. Let's assume this position has been filled. Our client, so the MLM company, is dedicated to empowering women with the opportunity to become micro entrepreneurs by offering an easy to use all in one solution for setting up their own online stores and earning through the sale of products they love. One sec. My glasses are dirty. Pause. Okay. Their mission revolves around creating a safe and supportive space for their community to express and share their unique styles, inspire others through our next generation social shopping experience, inspiring others through a next generation social shopping experience powered by AI cutting edge technologies. That means nothing. And to become micro entrepreneurs. No, we know no one in MLM is an entrepreneur except for the founder of the company itself. And instead of just saying they pay us to work for us, they pay to work for us, and we give them a website. No, it's a shopping experience powered by AI. No, it's just a website. It's just a back office. It's just maybe a slightly customized link to go to their store. And they're not making money by selling products they love. They're making money by recruiting people who also recruit people who also recruit people. That's such bullshit. This is such bullshit. Ugh. Well, if you spell everything right, you are. I love that. That's so funny. That's funny. Oh my goodness. I love this comment. True. And I'm a good speller. I can't believe the BS is the same even at this level, right? Isn't it interesting? When my last job was recruiting the top person, it took over a year for everything to work out. Okay, that's good insight. Thank you. I think my last job that I left, it took like 4 months for them to hire my replacement because they took them a bit to get up the job posting and then took a while for that person to start. And then the person was there for only a few weeks then left and they had to do it again. So August, September. So it's only been 3 months. And yeah, in my last job, it took 4 months to replace me. So you're right. It's really not that long, especially if you're recruiting someone for such a high level. Good point. The National Director of Sales role is a senior management position integrated into the executive team and is vital to the overall success of the business. If this is meant to be a job posting, they should say what the company name is. Just like Charlie said, it's the same BS. Where's the company name? You will be responsible for driving the growth of the company by effectively expanding the representative force, increasing sales volume, and conduct impactful recruitment and sales presentations. Okay, I'm going to be nitpicky. Okay, so we're responsible for driving the growth, increasing sales, and it should be conducting impactful recruitment. Make it consistent. Your first two action words were ing. Your conducting should have also been ing. The position has a heavy emphasis on recruiting distributors and implementing the strategy/training necessary to build and retain the team. I wonder how many top CEO people, or not C-suite friends in the MLM corporate side, know what MLM is before they join. I wonder, or do you think they're just looking at like the $120,000 a year with brilliant benefits and they're just like, it doesn't really matter. I need to save. I need to make sure my kids can go to university. I'm just going to stay in this job. What do we think? I'm going to read some comments. Usually, employment agencies charge a percentage of one's salary of the candidate that is hired. Interesting. If they're true to the MLM spirit, they would recruit everyone. Oh, yeah. And isn't it interesting? This is a director of sales role, but it's about like heavy emphasis on recruiting distributors because we know your sales comes from distributors buying their product to fulfill their PV requirements. So it's super, super interesting. So sales position, but we're only focused on recruitment. You think so? Like, do you think whoever the director of sales is going to be for this company, do you think they know what MLM is before they start? But even if they don't know what it is before they start their position, they're going to know within like 2 weeks, I feel. Hello, Eloise. This is a little bit of a different video. I think we've decided, an MLM employment agency where they seem to help MLM companies recruit their C-suite corporate employees. And we're just looking at one of their example job postings for one of the companies that hired them to help them find the best national sales director. In this role, you would be responsible for conducting recruitment and sales presentations to effectively grow the company's representative force sales volume and customer development, developing and properly managing national and regional sales budgets, conducting training for the product, business opportunity, organizational development, and leadership. That would be like Michael Neiman's training, right? Or Doug Moss. 1,000 years ago on this channel, we looked at Doug Moss training. It was excellent. It was a good video. I don't remember what it's called, but a lot of the training that MLM C-suite friends do is not very high quality. And I remember Doug Moss told us, to fulfill your weak leg requirement, just recruit more people. And I'm thinking, well, Doug, if it's only 100 personal volume points, why can't we just meet that requirement through sales, sir? Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But we know sales don't matter in MLM. Why am I blabbing so much? I think they would never recruit outside the MLM world because normal people would run away and tell everyone about the scam. Oh, good point. Traveling within specific geographic target markets for distributor support based on identified regional activity, meeting projected and reasonable sales and recruiting goals. So maybe they're going to be given goals for distributor recruitment, but what happens if they can't meet those goals? Because more and more people know that MLM is a scam. I wonder if the person would be fired. And this part's always hilarious. Other duties may be assigned. In the jobs I've applied for, it's always other duties as required. That could be literally anything. Okay, we're going to skip this. I don't want to read this. I hope that's okay. Examples of how these skills, maybe we should. No, we should read it. You're qualified because you have the experience, ability, and high energy to build a sales field from scratch, are an effective communicator, a superior motivator, and are detail and goal-oriented. Sorry, when I do videos like this, the drink breaks are always super awkward. Are able to professionally present information to top management, large public groups, and or boards of directors, are tech savvy and are good with social media, have the ability to resolve conflict between other members of the organization, possess strong follow-up and organizational skills, can visualize objectives, plan activities and actions for yourself and others required to accomplish objectives, collect data, establish and draw valid conclusions. Isn't this literally just, can you manage projects? Do you have project management experience? You are highly productive and flexible to meet the demands of a startup business model and rapidly growing economy. I feel like this literally means you will work whenever we tell you to work because we are a startup and you need to be flexible and be willing to work till 10 p.m. every single night. Okay, so I answered my own question. You're qualified because you have network marketing, MLM experience in recruiting, leadership, and coaching. So they would definitely know about the MLM business model before they start. Elaine said not a startup business model. Yeah, because an MLM company could be a startup if they've just started. But when I hear startup, I think of a new store a local store just opened up, owned by the guy down the street, or like a new tech firm that has only a couple employees. That's what I think of as startup. But I guess technically, let's look at the actual definition of startup. Startup company definition. Okay, a startup or startup company is a company or project undertaken by an entrepreneur to seek, develop, and validate a scalable business model. I don't really understand that. Anyone who knows about startups, let me know. Let me know. I don't think the business model is a startup, but I could see a brand new MLM company calling themselves a startup. What do you think? Examples of how these skills will/may be utilized include developing detailed sales methodology, developing sales and sponsoring tools for distributors, recruiting key leaders for distributor organization. Oh, didn't someone ask about bridge contracts? So maybe the company, Hanna itself, isn't doing bridge contracts, but the national sales directors might be, right? Because recruiting key leaders. What's the key leader? Is that a key leader someone who's already well established in the MLM model and who can bring hundreds of people over to your company? Right? So I see this could potentially lead to bridge contracts because how do we actually get the key leaders through the door, right? Conducting business opportunity and training meetings. We rarely see people of the C-suite level or director level doing these trainings, those kinds of trainings. Usually it's the distributor. So I wonder which company this is. Communicating, motivating, and following up with key distributors. Why only key distributors? Are those the people who are at the top of whatever company this is and who are making this company the most money? Because when you also want to motivate the people at the bottom who are funding the lifestyle and the income of the people at the top and indirectly the income of this national sales director position. Oh my goodness, everyone guess what company is this for? Pause. Oh my goodness, Paige Actress has been lurking. No problem. Thank you for joining. Okay, for the people who've been here since we've been on this job posting, what do we think this company is? Okay. Mary Kay? Can we all see that paragraph? Maybe Mary Kay. Maybe Mary Kay. I think Mary Kay. I think it's Mary Kay. Does anyone else have a guess? What else could it be? That's focusing just on women. Avon, right? What do we think? I love that question, Lori. That's so funny. I think that they perhaps need to just be at the start to get the right pitch for the company. Oh, you think so? Do you think this is a brand new company? Interesting. The microloan bank thing J-Lo is doing. Yeah, when I see micro entrepreneurs, I think of like people coming together in a rural area and loaning each other money so they can start up their small businesses. I think it's weird that they're calling them micro entrepreneurs. And I don't know, is J-Lo doing a micro loan bank thing? If so, that's interesting. It's called Grammar. It's called Grammar. Is that J-Lo's thing? Okay, that was fun. Let's zoom back out. Okay, someone said, yeah, resources for candidates. Of course, we can't. Whoever asked to see resources for candidates, we can't see it. We can't see it. That's so rude. Let's look at giving back. Can we see giving back? Let's read the intro. As an executive search firm in direct selling, we help our candidates and clients build leaders for the future. We take this one step further by supporting the leaders of tomorrow, by giving back to our communities today. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry for coughing. Okay. San Marcos Elementary School donation of backpacks and uniforms. Okay, lots of backpacks and uniforms. 1 and 10. What is 1 and 10 though? Today's youth, tomorrow's future. What is 1 and 10? You should tell us more about it because you gave lots of detail about this one. You should give us detail about all of them. Wounded warrior. Okay, nothing wrong with giving back to charity. I think that's great. But the issue is when it's done in a way that, of course, giving to charity is a great way to increase your company's profile in a community, right? To show that you are like socially minded, you care about those who may need some more help. But I think it needs to be done in the right way. You need to clearly show how much money is going to different organizations. I think there needs to be a strategy that's written out and agreed upon to determine where the money goes. There needs to be a process to determine that and also to track it. And then you need to report the money that you give to your community really clearly on your website to really show the value that your donations provided. I think it's great, but I don't see a ton of value when the company is not actually explaining what they're doing with their donated money. Because in this case, it didn't show. Like, it didn't really show us anything. And of course, Marie, totally. Of course, always. Yes, if you want to watch Julie Anderson's video on the JLo microloan thing, then go watch Julie. I love Julie. Yes, anyone who volunteered to be a mod during that very interesting video we did, feel free to do all the moddy things and like leave links. And like if you see someone, I haven't had that issue since that video, but if you see someone being trolly, feel free to block. Yeah, donations are also a tax write-off for the company in the US. Exactly, Lori. And I don't know. I'm really torn because I want companies to give to charity and make a difference in their community. But in the MLM context, I would just wish companies would pay their people an actual wage so they can feed themselves and their families instead of maybe donating to a homeless shelter in their community and saying, look, we're good people, we're helping when their employees are struggling and not making any money. So I think it's like DC says, there's a different level of twistiness. There's a different level of twistiness in the MLM context. I'm ready to with my hammer if needed. It was only that one time, and we haven't had any issues ever again. Oh, that was an exciting time for our channel. Okay, so I think I've looked through everything. There was a couple other links that I didn't click. Let's go back and look. Oh, it's stuff we've already read that's on other pages. Yeah. Yeah. Did we look at this? I don't think we looked at this. We looked at the recruiting part. We looked at talent mapping. We looked at interim and on-demand talent. We looked at strategic consulting. So yeah, the stuff that I didn't already click on, that I was like, oh, I can come back to it later. It's stuff that's in other parts of the website. So that's really silly. That's really silly. Maybe who we work with. Is there more with who we work with? Not really. Okay, I don't like that. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, I'll click on the other links that I didn't click on and maybe we'll see more information, but you click on those links and it's just info in another part of the website. Grameen America? Grameen? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, it's a tax write-off in most countries. Oh, yes. No more trolls. Only that one time. It's been good since then. It's been good since that one video. And that was a good-ass video, too. That was a video that I have my first one in like 10 days. I was so sad. Okay. 1 in 10 is a 501 nonprofit organization dedicated to serving and assisting lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning youth. Great. Love that. And it's located in Phoenix, you said. Yeah. And it does sound like a great nonprofit. Yeah. And I'm all for donations. Just report on it properly. Make sure that you don't have a huge amount going towards administration, right? Because your donation is going to be less impactful if like 40% is going to admin and only a small portion is going towards helping the youth at the organization. And at the very least, you need to tell us the amount, at the very least. Okay, let's see if we can see events. And then if not, we will be done. Oh, Direct Sales Association. Okay. As a leading expert in recruiting and executive search for the direct selling industry, we attend industry events every year to expand our network and engage with leading talent and companies. The DSA annual meeting, Scottsdale, Arizona. We're going to do a bit of a rabbit hole because I don't want to be done. This is not the topic of the video, but I don't want to be done. We're going to look at this page. Sorry, friends. So the friends at Hanna, Shea Executive Search, they went to this meeting, the Direct Sales Association annual meeting. It was held from January 14th to 16th at Fairmount, Scottsdale Princess, Arizona. And here are their 10 world-class speakers. Digital Persuasion, Navigating the AI Revolution, Aaron King, I don't know who that is. Retaining Your Talent in an Evolving Market, Joey Coleman. Do you guys know who these people are? They don't seem to be MLM people. The Content Game and the De-amplification of Direct Selling on Social Media. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know what that means. Allison Levine, Team Captain, First American Women's Everest Expedition. Interesting. Becoming an Influencer Among Influencers, Julie Masters. Tara Renz, Emotional and Positive Intelligence Practitioner. What in the world does that mean? How to Build Your Business for Brian Tamsin Webster. And here are some direct selling thought leaders. Ooh. John Fleming, DSA Hall of Fame. Kevin Guest. I don't know who any of these friends are. Danny Lee, President and Chief Executive Officer of For Life. Joseph A. Morano, President and Chief Executive Officer, Direct Selling Association. Interesting. Oh, what's Pay Quicker? President of Pay Quicker. This person is the Vice President of Tech Partnerships and Big Commerce. Ooh, this could be a whole other video. Maybe I could just save it for another video. Rabbit hole. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you like my rabbit holes. Hey, Monica, how's it going? Thank you for joining. I want to know what Pay Quicker is. Can we go down one more and then we can be done? Just one more. Just one more rabbit hole. Grammar America. Oh, interesting. Okay, gotcha. I want to know what Pay Quicker is. Charles Rosenblatt, Pay Quicker. Charles Rosenblatt, Pay Quicker. Pay Quicker. Pay Quicker. Is Pay Quicker and MLM? They said direct sales. I don't know if this is going to be a useless. It doesn't. Maybe I'm getting confused. Okay. Actually, this is not a useless rabbit hole. It's not a useless rabbit hole because there's reference to direct sales. Because I was like, I don't need to go down the rabbit hole if it's not related to anything that we're talking about. Okay. It'd be fun if you made a collab with Erin about this because it's a good chance she knew some of those people. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I'd love to. She's awesome. Let's see. We're here. Let's see. So here's Pay Quicker. Powering intelligent global payouts. Welcome to the future of global payments. Now, global payments can be made easily, cost-effectively, and faster than ever imagined. Who knew money movement around the globe could be so easy? We did. So, Monica's going to catch the replay. No problem. Bye, Monica. Do you think maybe MLM companies use Pay Quicker to make their payments? Best-in-class global providers. leverage our extensive reach and currency support. Because do you guys remember we did videos with Richard Sletcher, one video about how to set up an MLM in Africa, and he was talking about it's really hard sometimes because there's so many different currencies, and you need to be like, it's hard for money to move around the continent sometimes. So maybe when an MLM is expanding into new markets, they use something like this. We're just going to quickly go through this, and then I'll click on the direct sales part. Solving the global payout challenge. They provide global payout orchestration, beneficiary-directed payments, intelligent payout routing. Oh, yeah, for sure. It might not be an MLM-specific system for sure. We're just going to quickly see what it is. And then there's a direct sales portion, like line at the bottom of the website. And then we're going to click that and see if there actually is a connection. There might not be. This might have been a silly rabbit hole. Okay. So yeah, you get your global payout network. It's secure and compliant, flexible configuration, multilingual customer support. So here is a direct selling one. Okay, so good. There is a connection. So yes, like Marie said, it's not specific to MLM, but there seems to be a direct sales section of their company. Oh yeah, totally, Charlene. It looks like it is a way to pay commissions. All right. Pay distributors instantly. As the largest global payout provider to direct selling organizations, PayQuicker has sent billions of dollars in commission payments to distributors in 210 plus countries and territories with its award-winning solution. Ooh, how interesting is this? Okay, we're not going to read all of this because I'm tired, but I want to read the solution. Instantly pay your sales force with the fastest, most secure global payout solution that provides the largest selection of flexible, modern spend options for both banked and unbanked participants, like Richard Sletcher said. Remember? With PayQuicker, commissions can be paid as often as every hour, and funds are immediately available for your reps to access and spend via ACH, I don't know what that means, branded plastic cards, instant virtual cards, ATM, cash, mobile wallets, and more. Faster payments to your distributors mean they grow their business and yours faster. Not everywhere has digital wallets, though, right? It's interesting to see every side of this twisty system. Woohoo! I agree. So interesting. Payments simplified, customizable global solutions built for direct selling organizations. PayQuicker is ranked the #1 commission payout solution by Social Selling News and recognized as Direct Selling Association's partner of the year in both Canada and the US. They have superior security, a seamless brand experience, tax as a service. What does that mean? It means you save time, money, and hassle with our tax service that takes care of everything you need to meet IRS and CRA filing requirements. IRS and CRA, what about other places? Because that's just Canada and the US, right? Like what about other countries' tax agencies? It's the leader in global payouts. Apparently, it meets all of these different requirements. Oh, okay. So this is Thank Goodness, which was Origami Owl. This is a controller. So that's just a finance person at the MLM Thank Goodness. The support and attention we receive from PayQuicker is unparalleled. Their attentiveness to our needs, along with their willingness to help make our designers happy, is very refreshing. Being able to have a partner that I can confidently put my trust to work directly with our designers and internal staff members make me feel like they're an extension of our internal team. We have definitely chosen the right partner with PayQuicker. So does PayQuicker just pay the distributors, or maybe you can use them for your employees as well? Let's look at one more. Is there more? Unique, from Derek Maxfield, CEO and President. When we founded Unique in September 2012, Our mission was not only to uplift, empower, and validate women across the globe, but also change the way commissions were being paid out. Our partnership with Pay Quicker has allowed us to pay commission to our presenters within 3 hours of making a sale, completely changing the traditional commission payout paradigm. As we continue to expand aggressively, Pay Quicker has been there every step of the way. We cannot think of a better payment solutions partner than Pay Quicker. Ooh, and who cares if they can get paid 3 hours after making a sale if it's like $2? Nice and Bella, Miyamura, GXVE Beauty. I don't know who any of these companies are. Interesting. Melaleuca uses them. Tracy Lynn Jewelry, I don't know what that is. Cool. We're done. Sorry, friends. I'm going on some rabbit trails recently. AHC is direct deposit, essentially. Okay, interesting. Thank you. Get paid in gift cards, right? Yeah, they're like, we can pay your people in so many different ways. What was it? Yeah, it's interesting because if you have an MLM company that's global, that's in countries that have different like infrastructure set up for banking, you do need to be able to pay people in different ways. It can't always be a direct deposit, because what if like the laws in a certain place don't allow that? What if people don't have bank accounts? What if people aren't able to access their funds? Then you need to be a bit creative. Yeah, which is why branded plastic cards, which is pretty much pay a gift card, right? And virtual cards, ATM, mobile wallets, and more. It makes sense, right? And apparently Pay Quicker also allows us to pay people as quickly as we need to. And apparently it was instrumental in helping Unique expand aggressively across the globe. So interesting. They may have a similar card to Walmart card to have their commission deposited to if someone doesn't have a bank account. There are usually fees to have on. Oh, good point. Like for the user, yeah, because like that's probably a whole ass other company in itself. And yeah, I would not be surprised if there was some kind of fee associated, but I wonder how much it is. Sweden was the company is responsible to make the payments even for gig workers. Oh, really? Interesting. It's been interesting looking at something different. Woohoo! Again, rabbit trails. Always with the rabbit trails. That's all I have. I appreciate everyone listening to me and going down the 2 extra rabbit trails with me with the, what is it? What is it called? My God, my brain. DSA, Direct Selling Association annual meeting, and then the Pay Quicker thing. I really appreciate it. This was extremely fun, and I'm very happy I still have 14 people watching me right now. So that's all I have for right now, and I'm going to go live again on Tuesday if you guys are free. Oh, thank you, Lori, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who is here. Thank you for listening and watching me, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday with Anne Marie. Okay, bye everyone. Bye Charlie and Mr. Ranger Lab and Gary. Bye.